What's going on, guys? My name is Jake and welcome back to NLX. And guys, today I'm super hyped because we are talking about Zelda Breath of the Wild and a crazy game-changing theory that I have about the game. In case you've been living under a rock for the past 4 years, Zelda Breath of the Wild is an upcoming open-world Zelda game releasing on the Wii U and Nintendo Switch sometime in 2017. We do not know exactly when yet. But if you're familiar with Zelda, then you're probably familiar with the Master Sword. And that is what I want to talk to you guys about today. It's the sword that appears in every single Zelda game, and it appears here in the Breath of the Wild logo in very bad condition, might I add. And that's important. I want you guys to remember that. But that's what I want to talk to you guys about, is the Master Sword. Now, if you look online, there is no shortage of gameplay from this game that's already out to be viewed on YouTube right now. And in this footage, we see Link using various different kinds of weapons like spears, clubs, great swords, and they all have different strengths, weaknesses, and movesets. And this is a step in a different direction for the series. Traditionally, Link has used a generic sword of some kind until the point in the game where you get the Master Sword. And my theory is that in Breath of the Wild, the Master Sword is broken and will need to be repaired or reforged. That's right, guys. My belief is that at some point in the story, we will obtain the damaged Master Sword and be able to decide what type of weapon we want to shape it into. Now, I know that might sound like heresy to a lot of you hardcore Zelda fans, and it might be, but let me tell you why I think that they're going to do this. Like I said before, we've seen Link using many different types of weapons in this game. And it seems like that's definitely a focus of this game. Now, why would they showcase such a vast array of varying weapon types to only make you use a standard longsword, aka the Master Sword, later on in the game? It just doesn't seem like they would do that. It doesn't make sense for them to have such a large focus on having a diverse selection of weapons for you to choose from and use throughout like the whole probably half or more of the game, and then later on in the game to just be like, okay, now you have the Master Sword and obviously this is the weapon that you're going to use. It just doesn't make sense, guys. And if you actually look at a lot of the artwork and the logo and even some screenshots from the game, you can see the Master Sword. It has dents in it, it has chips out of it, it's rusting. It is in a really bad way. And it wouldn't be the first time that we've had the Master Sword not be in its optimal form in a Zelda game, and that we have to kind of get it to its optimal form. It definitely wouldn't be the first time that we've seen that, but I really do have this feeling that we're going to take it to some sort of like magical forge or something like that and be able to choose, like, do we want the Master Spear, the Master Axe, the Master Greatsword, the Master Club? There's really so many different types of weapons that they've showcased in this game so far, and it just doesn't make sense in my head for them to basically just say, okay, well now at this point you're going to just use the basic sword from here on out. It just doesn't. I just don't think it's going to play out that way. Now, granted, like, this is 100% speculation, guys. This is really me just kind of going off the top of my head here. But I really do think that that's what they're going to do in this game. And that really could piss off a lot of fans, like I said before. I mean, it's kind of, that's kind of heresy. You really, to change the Zelda format, it would be insane. So many people would cry foul. But this game is different from every other Zelda game that's ever come out before. So I really wouldn't put it past Nintendo to kind of switch up their formula a little bit and try something new out. And I hope they do, honestly, because I don't want to be... the Master Sword's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be fun to use. It's going to be fun to play. The game looks like it's going to be really fun. It's going to be fun to play probably using any weapon. But I like the idea of having a choice. You know, you spend the first half of your game going around trying out different weapons, and then you get to a certain point and you can decide, like, okay, I really liked using the greatsword, so I'm gonna turn the master sword into the master greatsword, and then you can use that, and you know, for the rest of the game, or maybe you can change it again, or you know, as you go. Who knows? Like I said, guys, it's really all just speculation at this point. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that they're gonna make it different from all the previous Zelda games? Do you think they're gonna let you forge your own master weapon? Let me know what you guys think. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell button, and you will be notified every single time we post a video. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to praise the sun. Peace, guys.